What's up, peoples? Let's get this reading underway so I can get out of here. It'll be Christmas on Monday. Yes, yeah. It's gonna be Christmas on Monday. Can you guys hear me? 10 out of 10 chapter? Alright. Looking forward to it. I might. What it do? What it do? Got Santa Meshi in the house. Almost. Merry Christmas. We'll be here. I'm planning a I'm planning like a 12-hour stream sometime next week. I'm not sure when. It's not gonna be on Christmas though, but maybe closer to New Year's Day, which is a week after. So, is there a chapter next week, or are we going to break again after this chapter? Are they gonna get? Is this the last chapter of the year, or are we getting another chapter next weekend? If there's no chapter next week, then I'll do it. I will do it next weekend. Right? If there is a chapter next weekend, there'll be spoilers, but we won't get. That seems weird. We won't get the official chapter drop. Okay. Let's dive in. The life of Kuma. The life of Kuma, huh? Hmm. Got Bunny eating with wolves. Is she in a hot dog contest? Is she in a hot dog contest? Is that what's going on here on the front page? Or is she supposed to be Is she on like? It's so strange. Alright, let's jump into the chapter. Alright, no doubt about it. Bonnie, Machi's here. This is the Bonnie Pirates here. Girl who keeps pushing forward. Okay, quit calling me by name. By my name. I'm the captain, ain't I? Okay, okay, Captain. Then it looks like there are Marines here too, though. All right, men. You've got orders to bring them in immediately. They say the last city they attacked was packed with injured seniors and even little children. So she just attacks these places and turns everybody. Okay. Said they're the worst type of scum. It's just. Alright. What has been boring? The flashback? A big guy. Yeah, I've seen him. He was on the outskirts of town. I can't see you, Bonnie. Please understand. It's hard to believe you became a pirate of all things, but you mustn't chase after me. So he just disappears. Where the hell did he go? We've already been dubbed pirates. We may as well keep searching, even if it takes a while. Right, Captain? If we're gonna take it slow, then I want to look for Nika too. Imagine Daddy's face when I tell him, I found Nika at so-and-so island. Don't you think he'd be thrilled? Don't don't pay Cypherx any mind, dude. Don't pay it any mind. I don't know. I'm starting to believe that Cypherx is just a pessimist about everything. Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest thing about One Piece right now. I mean, I don't find it's not being boring me. You know, I read it. That is what it is. It is what it is. I think this is a story that needs to be told because I think there is as I said, there's a major death coming up, and I think people needs to understand why the character, right, means so much to the story, and we're getting a lot of that connection. So even if you find it boring, I think it's still essential. Meanwhile, in the East Blue, having crushed the vicious fishmen of the Arlong pirates. Alright, I got a bounty. Straw Hat Luffy has stepped into the spotlights. This is when he got his first bounty card. So, way back when Luffy beat Arlong. Okay. You're going to Loketown. Okay. For what? Particular reason. Who's in charge there? That'd be Captain Smoker. Right? We know of that interaction that happened in Loketown. Jinbei! Guess whose kid brother is on this bounty poster? A brat like this took down Arlong? That's right, he's my kid brother. Got Ace. What a curious twist of fate, Dragon. To think your boy would become a pirate. Here are our ironclad rules of piracy. Plunder whatever you want. From bad guys. Rob them blind. And don't help a soul. Unless they really need it. Not a soul. Yes. That's it. That's exactly how you put on lipstick. Great. I'm totally a grown-up now. I also put this on. Daddy might not even recognize me without something on my cheek. Does she draw that on purpose? Next, I just gotta make a name for myself. That'll get his attention. Egghead New World. This is unsettling. You think so? Their progression is going as smoothly as your own modifications. Never mind that though. Did you hear the news? Apparently, some rookies declared war on the world government. What? Dragon has a son? If I'm going to let you study all my memories, there's no point trying to hide it. A man with rubber power is standing up to the government. What a quirk of fate. He sounds just like my idol, Nika. Little do you know. That's true. To the bark, Grand Line. Alright, we know that this is where he first met them. Well, did he meet any of them in Thriller Bark? Did any of them see him in Thriller Bark? We know he was there. I'm trying to remember. Dragon stocks going down. What the heck? Oh, he did meet. He meet everybody, yeah. You're right. The government has given me special orders to wipe you all out. That said, I'm sure they'd be satisfied if I only brought them Straw Hat Luffy's head. Hand him over, and I'll spare your lives. Right? Go to hell. Ah, what a shame. Her such shock. Hey, yo. Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was. Yeah. The memories are coming back. Because that's where. Um. Um. That's where Zoro took the pain bubble thing. Luffy's the man. He will become king of the pirates. If you truly mean to take his place, you must be willing to bear all his pain and suffering yourself. This much damage might be enough to even knock me out. That was a lot. He has exceptional friends. Just that I'd expect of your son, Dragon. Before he left. Near this... Alright, so this is our Pelago. We are calling in all 7 warlords of the sea. If you refuse to come, you'll be forfeited your title. Quite the statement. What's the occasion? The flag bearer of the new era, Porticasties, is public execution date has been set. This will mean war with the Whitebeard pirates. War with the Whitebeard pirates? I'll be sure to arrive before the execution date. So who was he talking to here? Oh, he's talking to the well, they were calling in all the 7 warlords. It's got to be the world government contacting him here. Okay, where's my food? I'm wasting away here. The bunny's out here just eating. This is on Saturday. Pizza, bring me mine now. This is the first time we saw Bonnie too. We met a lot of the new generation in Saturday, so. Look at him sneaking around. What is he doing? Captain, the Navy will take notice if you keep causing a scene. This is the last time I'll see your face. Become a truly indomitable pirate. So he was there. Like, looking at Bonnie. Bonnie! That pirates just hit a celestial dragon. Okay. They'll send a warship from Navy headquarters. That's the human shop. Someone attacked a celestial dragon? Who would dare do that? The whole world knows that's taboo. And we're so close to Navy headquarters too. It's practically suicide. Well, Luffy is Luffy. Them again. The Straw Hat Pirates. It's always a good time. And you see this battle. Assholes, man. He did it to protect the fishmen. Straw Hat Luffy. No one has done anything this bold for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's treason. As if he cares. Dragon, I have a son. I hope you can forgive me. Stop, PX1. What? Another one? Zoro, I didn't mean to desert you without a word. At least I can leave my own quiet mark on the world. Through Bonnie and this young boy. Their future will be the only legacy I leave behind. I couldn't save any of them. Okay, remember those scenes? You've got it wrong. I'm just showing you the level you have to be in the new world. You and your friends just aren't ready. Don't go there yet. After all, you will someday save the world. So this is, of course, was he actually saying this, or he was saying this in his mind? That would be dope if he actually said this to Luffy. But I don't think he was actually saying this to Luffy. I think he was actually just thinking about this. Okay, so he believed in Luffy. These are all things that we know, or presumably. Install a self-destruct mechanism. It looks like Sengoku was talking to? Where? Are you talking about earlier? And the world government was calling them back, calling the warlords. Okay. Said you and your friends just aren't ready, man. Literally saved their life. They came back as beasts. Look where we are now. You know? Alright. Alright. Install a self-destruct mechanism. Are you really that terrified of Kuma? Don't complain. Isn't his terrifying status as a human weapon You're doing? But you five already have the highest priority in the command hierarchy. And if you were to somehow go rogue, we're not in our presence, how would anyone else stop him? Do not answer. I'm not interested in the opinions of a scientist for hire. Then in exchange for me doing that, let me keep just a touch of ego intact. I've invented a circuit for the brain that allows one to switch between two states of consciousness, akin to a split personality. If you allow me to test it, I've given the order, Vegapunk. Erase his individuality completely. Make sure no trace of him remains. You won't be forgiven if you don't. Okay. Remember, I too am a man of science. Any attempts to deceive me will fail. But if we do that, Kuma won't get to reunite with Bonnie at all. It's good to know how you feel, Vegapunk. What I didn't think you'd be able to overhear. Weren't you the one who gave me superhuman hearing? Alright then, today's the day we erase your sense of individuality. Kuma, it's only been 2 years, but it was fun. I suppose it was. So it looked like he ended up doing it anyways. So he switch. Okay. It's looking like your first assignment will be a battle with the Whitebeard pirates. I've been asked to prepare a battalion of your clone soldiers for that too. Once that's over and done with, there's something I'd like you to program me to do. Protect the ship of the Straw Hat Pirates, just until one of them returns. I'd like to be a stubborn guardian for their home, since I won't be able to witness their continued growth. Excuse me? I mean, super early. What kind of future are you dreaming up for that boy? His actions have really moved me. I know Nika is meant to be a legend, but it'd be great if there really was a warrior out there putting smiles on faces using the rhythm of liberation. The rhythm I thought, Bonnie. And if there is a hero out there that will change these seas one day, I believe it'll be him. Bro! A revolutionary placing their hopes on a pirate? You're backing quite a dark horse. That unorthodox thinking is proof of your humanity. Alright, before we begin, remember to push out those memories for my research. A promise is a promise after all. Does it effectively erase your memories? No. Think of it as a copy. It will disappear when it's touched, though. Don't fret. I've designed a system that will allow me to take peeks without touching it. Place it in there. Okay, it's just another procedure. I have to be clinical about this. I'm a scientist after all. So this is my life. I wonder how many people have been harmed or troubled by my actions. Troubled? Living is nothing without trouble, wouldn't you say? E. Alright. We got him putting in a lot of memories here. I'm so grateful. Thank goodness. Damn. Vegapunk was in tears doing this. Your life hasn't caused anyone harm or trouble. But your death will pain everyone who loves you. Listen well, Kuma. You are a hero too. Not only for Bonnie, but for everyone you've ever met. Thank you. There's just one last thing, Vegapunk. Yeah, I know. I can't say how grateful I am. Thank you for saving Bonnie's life. If you see her again, could you tell her something for me? Please wish her a happy 10th birthday. That's crazy, bruh. That is crazy. And then you self-destruct himself. I mean, that's it, man. As I said, I know that they're... And it's the final chapter of the year, so... This is kind of like... He was aiming for this. It's obvious that Oda was aiming for... to do this at the end of... I think this is the end of the flashback. So... He was definitely aiming to do this. At the end of the year, just to leave everybody... like in tears, you know what I'm saying? This was a really touching chapter, the goodbye. The anime is gonna eat real good off of this. They're gonna milk this heavy. Damn, for real, man. What a dad. Cause no matter what happened, he always remembers her. And even though she was looking for him, she didn't want to find him, and he's wondering if he's even leaving a good example. You know what I mean? Cause this is after. You know what I mean? This is after all of this is after Saboting. You know, so he did go back to see Vegapunk after what he did with Luffy them. Cause after the war and everything, this was really cool, man. This was definitely a really this was a really good chapter. I wouldn't be surprised either, but I don't think she fits the bill though. That's the thing. I don't think she fits the bill. I think she can become a part of the alliance that they have going on with, you know, Law and Kid. I think she can become, you know, a part of the fleet. But I don't think she needs to become a straw hat, you know. I don't think she fits in. I think there was a lot pulled in here because they gave the order to take, but he didn't take the split personality that I thought Vegapunk would have just gave him it anyways, but he didn't. And this was, hold on, what am I saying? Cause this wasn't before Saturday. Saturday was after Marineford, right? Wasn't it? No. Yes. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to. Saturday was after Marineford, guys. Right? It was before and after. When we first met the new generation, that was before Marineford? Okay, so I'm thinking of, because I'm trying to remember the order of things, because Saudi was before the war, like the main part of it when he punched the Celestial, right? that was before. Then we had Ace dying at Marineford. Was all of that happened Silent? The time is I'm just it's been so long. It's been so long, man. It's been so long. So somebody was after Thriller Bark. Then we had Amazon Lily Impel down. Okay. Cause it's so confusing sometimes because they were in Sabody. Where were they? Yeah, cause they were in Sabody when when they were chased. Right. That's where Kuma, pawed them in different places, and they ended up having to, go off for the 3 years or whatever for the time skip. So that's what makes it a little confusing because I'm like, did it happen before? It wouldn't make sense if it happened before Marineford, but they were there before Marineford. We met them then. Yeah, when he was in, yeah, when he went to Amazon Lily, he learned about Ace going to be executed, rushed off to Impel Down, and went, you know what I'm saying, went with Hancock. Okay, I got you. I got you. So, so it just makes it a little confusing because if we're seeing this right, where he went back, right before the Marineford situation, that's when you know the kill. Well, not the kill switch, but that's took away the rest of his individuality. Is you know, but for everyone you've ever met, you know, yeah, it's possible that that was it for it. Cause I was trying to line up the timeline. Cause if he did that with them and this was the punishment, mm, now Bonnie is here. She's like that's crazy. Cause she's literally like she saw all of that. She is. So she took on all the memories. Is what we're seeing here in Egghead. Yeah, this was a really good chapter, man. You know, yeah, she got all of that in an instant. It's crazy. And it's yet to see because I think, as I said, I do believe that maybe, as you said, there's a possibility he's just gonna come and just self destruct to kill Saturn, and I don't think it's gonna work. Um, but I don't know. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else that's going to happen. That's a possibility. But if he do that, I don't think it's gonna kill Saturn. I think what him saying that he wanted to protect you know, protect their home, protect the ship, there's a possibility that that's what's going to happen. Because it was programmed for him to do that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Is it considered her backstory too? I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that. I mean, we saw pretty much everything. You know, who's her mom? Like, who's her real mom? Um, her relationship with Kuma. We learned a lot about her when she first started to become a pirate. Her disease, whatever she had on her face. I mean, you could say that is two backstories in one. We got, because they're both interconnected, so you can't learn about one without learning about the other. You could definitely say that. Yeah. Maybe he'll do this one more time, you know what I'm saying? Cuz he did protect their ship, didn't he? Who was the one protecting the ship while they were off training for the time skip? Wasn't it him? It was Kuma, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. So maybe he'll do that one more time because he's programmed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was just for that one time. Um, could be could be that he's rushing back to. Could be that he's gonna come here. I guess One Piece is gonna be sad for a few more weeks into the new year, at the very least. I think that this is just leading up to Kuma's death, and in my opinion, there's really no reason to keep him around after all of this. I mean, the character has been through so much. Then you put all this on top of it by giving us this backstory and all of that. You know what I mean? I think the preparation is complete. hmm This is kind of nice. This was a really good chapter, man. I liked it because we learned a lot, not only from you know Kuma's perspective, understanding how Vegapunk really feels, and her getting and Bonnie getting that understanding now, you know, that's pretty cool. Cause I mean everybody's is outside, you know, and this is what she learned. That's why she went after Saturn so hard, you know. If the anime goes back to the Dressrosa pacing, Kuma's flashback will be 6 episodes. Laws and Kuma's backstory have the same amount of chapters. Okay. But you highly doubt they'll go back to the Dressrosa pacing? To- Toei comes into the chat. Toei comes into the to the chat right now. It's like you underestimate my powers. You never know. This is Toa we're talking about, okay? I have been summoned. Oh my god. Just when you think it literally just stretched. Wano was what? Almost 200 episodes, I think. Almost 200. The thing have been going on for 4 years, bro. One arc of anime. 4 years? That's insane. That's crazy. That was the end of the damn thing. Everybody knew that the war was the end of Naruto. So there's nothing to compare. And if there wasn't a bunch of filler in the war arc of Naruto, you can't compare that to Wano. Because if it wasn't for a bunch of filler, the war arc doesn't compare. And at least you still had like you still had some stuff in there that was, you know, like everybody knew that was the end of Naruto, so it's not the same. Nobody knows when One Piece is going to end because it's not done yet. We all know that Wano was not the last arc. So for that arc alone, there's not you can't compare it to that because everybody's gonna sit through that war arc because they know it's the end of Naruto. They know it leads to the end. Is what like, I mean, unless you're gonna count the fact that we had to wait for the Naruto versus Sasuke fight. What was it? A year that we had to wait for that? Was it a year? Unless you want to count that in it. Yeah, Wano's pacing really did get worse than Dressrosa. It really did. It was really, really bad. I mean, I was complaining so much about in my anime episodes that I was reacting to. I was like, "Yo, Toei, they just threw it off." Like it. I mean, and I was even because when I started watching the anime again, once I was like caught up to where they were in the anime when I, caught up to One Piece with the episodes, and I was saying, "Oh, Wano, the pacing is pretty good right now." That was like early. That was like early Wano. I was like, "Oh, the pacing is really cool." It ain't that bad. And then Toei came into the chat and was like, "You underestimate my power, young man." Just give me a chance. Give me a chance. It was crazy. A half a chapter per episode. That is insane. That is insane, bro. That's crazy. No anime should be doing that. None. You shouldn't be adapting a half a chapter that you're it's not like you're doing what's anywhere from 14 to 20 pages, if that, in the manga. You're trying to tell me you can't cover 6 pages? You know what I'm saying? 6 to 8 pages per anime episode. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Just had 102 chapters converted into 118 episodes. Wano had 129 chapters converted into 102 episodes. That's insane. Is it out? Whenever it comes out, I'll definitely be checking it out. I want to see what Wit Studio can actually do with it. I don't know if I'm gonna be live streaming it. I don't. I don't. We'll probably just check out a few episodes of it, but I'm not gonna rewatch fucking One Piece. I just want to see what Wit Studio will actually do, updating the animation, and hopefully they cut out a lot of the filler stuff. Um, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they do cut out a lot of the filler stuff and have a good pace. I just want to see because Wit Studio is a really good studio. They're one of the best studios in my opinion. Others may feel differently, but I feel like Wit Studio is one of the goats. You know what I'm saying? And I think they make some of the best choices when it comes on to animes that they're going to do. And the reason why I say this is because you know they're not like Mappa that kind of like they have a bunch of projects going on and they don't have time. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't have time to take on a certain anime, they're just not gonna take it. That's why they didn't end up doing season 4 of Attack on Titan. It's because they said no. You guys are trying to rush this as a money thing, and we want to spend time and actually do this thing right. And that's the reason why they didn't take on the final season of Attack on Titan, because they were like, "Oh, we want this to be done next." It's like, nigga, no. It's just like I'm not gonna overwork my people because you guys can't wait. And the thing about it is this: there was no need to rush it because we still ended up waiting damn near a year in between for the damn thing to finish, anyways. Yes, visually they do. They don't. It's That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling you. That's what happened with Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga, is because they came in and they wanted to do it at this time, and they're like, no, we have too many projects going on right now. It needs to be wait. They're not gonna overwork their people like Mappa does. See, Mappa is in huge problems right now because of this. Because they're taking on so many different projects. Don't get me wrong; these are good animes that they're bringing to the table. They're taking on that I've all loved. When we're talking about Chainsaw Man, you know what I'm saying, and all these new animes that they're taking on, Jujutsu Kaisen, all of these. But they're overworking their people and not paying them enough, right? So that's the situation that you end up with. Wit didn't want that, so that's the reason why they Mappa got Vinland Saga and Attack on Titan, because they were willing to take on the work because they don't care about their workers, right? So they're not really the ones that it's not about their track record when it comes on to that. It's a good business decision. Do you want to be in the same position that Mappa is in right now, where the animation, animators are walking, they're, what I'm saying, taking their shit up. I'm out. They didn't want to be in that position, so they foresee the future of this, right? And they are already had, you know, I noticed the situation because it was reported why they didn't do this season 4, because everybody was asking why which studio wasn't doing Attack on Titan the final season, and they turned it down specifically because they were trying to rush. They were like, oh, we needed to come out at this time. Why do you think season 4 of Attack on Titan, the beginning, was so awfully animated? It was full of a bunch of CGI, right? Because it was rushed. It was rushed, right? You know, the first part of season 4 was rushed. It was good enough, right? It was good enough, but it wasn't with studio. It wasn't with studio. Because we all know the work of with studio. We all know it. Now, for the second and you know, and the final episodes of Attack on Titan, they look clearly better because Mappa had more time to actually, get that stuff out. Look at the long breaks they took in between getting that stuff out, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. I still prefer Wit Studios animation for Attack on Titan over Mappa though. 100%. All day, every day. I still think Mappa would have looked better. Hey, this what? Yeah, I don't know. I prefer their animation over Mappa. When it comes on to Attack on Titan, don't get me wrong. Mappa is no. They're not a slouch when it comes on to animation. They're not a slouch. They have some of the best, and they're known for some of the best when it comes on to. You know what I'm saying? Their animation is really good. Like, if they get the time to do things, right? And that's what mainly they were, that the workers are complaining about when it came on to Jujutsu Kaisen. That's what the people are complaining about. They don't get the time to finish products. They even took a break in the middle of season 2, and they still was overworked, bro. They were trying their best. They were trying their best. They were trying their best, man. You know, they were doing their best, and after the first part of Jujutsu Kaisen, right? They hit an inventory arc, and then went into season 2. I think they took like a month break to get a lot of that stuff done, and it still was like struggling, and they weren't getting any breaks there, and that's why I believe that I don't believe in that overworking your employees kind of shit. I believe that if it's necessary, if something is not done, say for instance, if you are animating certain episodes, still trying to get the finished work done before the episode is officially supposed to drop, and you can't meet that deadline, right? Cancel the fucking thing. Cancel it, man. Yes, there were plenty of times, and this happened in, that's one of the things that we don't talk about enough when it comes on to, when anime is going weekly. It's one of the things that we don't talk about enough, right? Because at the end of the day, I remember when big episodes were coming up, right? When big episodes were coming up in like Naruto, you skip a week, man. Skip a week. Skip 2 weeks if you have to get that shit right. Because the fans are not only going to roast the shit, right? Just like what I was just talking about just now. We waited what was it? I think it was a year that we waited to get the Sasuke versus Naruto fight at the end of Naruto. We waited a long time. The fans ain't going nowhere, man. And that shit was so crispy. Movie quality animation. Like, of course, if we wait that long as fans, right? of course, if we wait that long as fans, we expect nothing less. Like, you can't bring trash animation after you let us wait a whole goddamn year to see the episode, right? The fans will wait if you want to bring something fire, right? The thing about Jujutsu Kaisen in season 2 and this arc that is going on right now is like every episode there's a major fight going on. So I think if they split it and they say, okay, every 2 weeks, if there's a back to back fight going on, we're gonna do this and we're gonna take the time 2 weeks to do it. I think that would give them enough time to get the episodes out. But it's like every week is just not enough time for them to actually give you really good animation unless you have, enough people to do that. But when you have people that are walking away from the studio and be like, it's too stressful, the money ain't good, whatever the situation is, you're in trouble as a studio. Because you can't even say, let me bring in help. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people out there as well that just, they're a lot of the animators, they're freelancers as well. So it's like you have that issue too. But we'll see how the One Piece turns out, definitely. Near? I mean, it's not. I don't think it's always the case, but I think when you have a show that's so super popular, Jujutsu Kaisen is hands down the hottest thing in anime right now, hands down. It's getting the most views, right? It's the hottest thing in anime right now. I don't think if you give it a couple weeks instead of 1 week, I don't think the hype would die down. I think people would understand. I think the fans would understand, right? I really do. But I don't think it applies for everything. Like, I didn't watch Nier. I didn't. The hype died down when it came back. Maybe, is it good? Is it a good anime? I don't know how good it was. I played the game. That's it. Because if the hype was good, like, the first couple episodes or whatever, it's fairly new and was unexpected. Because when I saw the trailer for it, I didn't see anything that really interested me. I think the story of Nier is pretty good. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not gonna lie, I would rather see a Final Fantasy anime because the story is a lot deeper. You know what I'm saying? Final Fantasy is a whole universe that I think should be an anime. I'm more interested in that more than anything else when it comes on to making an anime out from a game. Especially when it comes on to Square Enix, is you know what I mean? Zom 100. I've never even heard of these things. Make GTA an anime? Why? That's the question, really. It's like, why would I want to watch that? Because they have the money? Nah, they did it. I mean, they did it with Cyberpunk. Edge Runners is. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it got universal praise. And then you have thing I haven't seen. What's the name of that other one that was really popular as well? The one from League of Legends. What is it called? I can't remember. But that's yeah, Arcane. I haven't seen that either. Yeah, there have been movies, not an anime, but there has been animated movies for Final Fantasy. Like Advent Children is one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite anime movies of all time. So if you guys have not seen Advent Children, I advise you guys to, to watch it. What's up, boy, bro? What good? What's good? You're on YouTube. It's crazy because you know a lot of that is sent. Where do you read it? What is this site called? Manga something. Manga C. Manga C123.com. Go to Manga C. That's MANGASEE123.com. Somebody put a link in the chat for, but he's on YouTube now. My day has been good, man. I'm looking forward to Christmas morning, like all the kids. There was an actual anime called Brotherhood? Really? They only released one episode? I wonder why. For 15? 15 wasn't my favorite, like, Final Fantasy game, anyways. So, quite frankly, I don't get the hype over 7. I don't. I still, to be honest, guys, I have not finished the remake yet. I'm trying. I'm trying to see if I can finish it before Rebirth comes out, and I'm just like, I just don't have the time, dude. But to me, I don't understand the hype over 7. A lot of people praise it as the best Final Fantasy, and I'm like, I don't get it. The story is really good, don't get me wrong. But I think if they can do like an overall, like starting from the beginning of Final Fantasy anime, I would definitely watch it. Like before we get introduced to people like, Cloud, just going back through all of that lore and exploring it, I think it would. It's kind of like what I'm expecting for the live action of God of War. I'm just hoping that they go from the beginning and not from, you know, God of War 4, the reboot. We haven't gotten any details on it yet, but I think Amazon is going to do a pretty good job. And I can only be hopeful because God of War is my favorite gaming franchise of all times. I can only hope that they do it justice. Um, you know, I can only hope. You know, I'm already thinking that the live action for Naruto is gonna be trash, so I'm not really holding out hope for that. I do want to check out the Yu Yu Hakusho live action too, but that's gonna probably be next year sometime. So we'll see. All right, man. No problem, bro. Take it easy, Obra. You have to eat. You have to eat. Cowboy Bebop. What the hell? You have to eat Cowboy Bebop? Why? Oh, you have to watch. Okay. Came out 2016. 2016, yeah. That was a like Final Fantasy 15 was cool, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. A God of War anime? Would that be fire though? I don't know. Would that be fire? I don't know. The anime saved the game, and all the updates did as well. All the updates, because I did go back and play. I did buy Phantom Liberty, and it was pretty good. They fixed the shit out of that game, bro. Cause I was playing it when it just came out. I didn't like there wasn't a lot of bugs for me, and I was saying that it's a pretty decent game. I was enjoying playing. I enjoyed the story and everything like that, you know. But I understand that I'm in the total minority of all the stuff that was going on with the game. Right? I was definitely in the minority for that. So I only got like a few bugs playing it, but but the majority of people they were experiencing like game breaking, like crazy bugs. So, um, but everything, in everything they got a chance to, they didn't run away, so that's good. That's good on CD Project Red, right? Is that they didn't run away. You know what I'm saying? They just went back to the lab and got shit done. It was a bad time for them, and I mean, look at No Man's Sky. Like, No Man's Sky came from the grave, man. The grave. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, I think their situation was worse than, you know, Cyberpunk, because I mean, I didn't play No Man's Sky until, I was starting to hear good things about it. You know, I was like, oh, let me check it out. And man, that game is an experience now. I think at one point I was like freaking addicted to the damn thing because there was just so much to do in the game, and it looked good, the planets looked good, stuff. It's just it was really good. Overwatch, I think Overwatch is too. I don't know about Overwatch because yeah, I mean, it is kind of perfect for anime. I don't know. I guess they could create a story out of that. 'Cause it's not really a story-driven game. The characters just have bios. That's one of those. Um, Also, I told you guys that yeah, hopefully I don't get another strike on my damn channel for doing this. So I'm probably gonna still be here, but I'm still gonna have it behind me. But I think when I look back at some of those videos, I didn't realize how like small I am and how much of the panels were showing. So Shueisha hit my channel with a copyright strike, and I was like, all right, bro, I get it. So literally now the like all of the vods from like um I all of the vods since I don't remember which ones I took down, but I literally privated all pretty much because it was um I think it was chapter 1, yeah, chapter 1100 That's the one that got the strike. Yeah, I did make myself bigger again. Bigger. So I'm covering up more. Because I was like way down, like about half the screen, you know? So that's why when you see me came in here, I made myself bigger because I know it's because I'm showing too much of the panels and stuff like that. I'm not really blocking out much. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if this works. I don't even know why they going around giving copyright strikes anyways. A small channel like mine, like maybe 100 people watch my streams after they're done. Maybe 100 people. I see people showing all the pages on some of these manga um, reaction channels. They show the whole damn panel. They don't care at all. Don't let me talk about Boruto because my god. You have some of these YouTubers out there, they don't give a shit, bro. They don't care what the repercussion is. Let's show you the whole damn panel. They don't care. And they be like going to like legitimate sources too, like from Viz Media. And I'm like, y'all they're not even trying to protect yourselves, but hey, it is what it is. All right, guys, it has been real. You guys know I love y'all. I will see you guys. More than likely, I will let you guys know. So look out for an announcement. More than likely, it's gonna be next Saturday. I'm gonna do a 12-hour stream. So we just gonna chill all day. If you wanna come through whenever you got time. Maybe I'll do it next week Saturday or next week Sunday. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure yet which day I'm going to do it, but it's probably going to be either next Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But I'll let you guys know for sure when it's going to be. Just gonna come and chill, watch some anime and whatnot, and we'll just make it a day. Sounds like a plan. All right. So keep your eyes open. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Um, or look out for scheduling on Twitch or however you know when I'm going to stream. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm out. This was a great chapter, man. You guys enjoy the Christmas, enjoy the rest of the holidays. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I'm out. Peace.